Hello, how are you? I hope you are okay. Let's revise the comparative adjectives. Let's start with when do we use comparative adjectives? We use comparative form of adjectives to compare two people, animals, or things. We use comparative form of adjectives to compare between two people, animals, or things. We use the word than after the comparative form. Look at this example. Mr. Ali is tall. So the adjective in this sentence is tall. So Mr. Ali is taller than Andy. Mr. Ali is taller than Andy. We added ER to the adjective. It's a short adjective. That's why we added ER. Andy is short. Andy is shorter than Mr. Ali. Also, we added ER. It is a short adjective. It has only one vowel. That's why we used ER and than. Mr. Ali's legs are longer than Andy's legs. The adjective long, longer. We added ER. It is a short adjective. So, long becomes longer than. Tall becomes taller than. We add only ER. Short, shorter than. Small, smaller than. Light, lighter than. And let's go to some different adjectives. Miss Lee and Mr. Jack. Let's compare between Miss Lee and Mr. Jack. Miss Lee is nicer than Mr. Jack. The adjective is nice. We didn't add ER. We added only R because the adjective ends with the letter E, the original E. That's why we only add R, only the letter R. So, nice, nicer. These are adjectives ends with the letter E. We only add R, the letter R, to them. So when we have a short adjective ending in E, we only add R plus than. So, nice, nicer than. Large, larger than. Cute, cuter than. Gentle, gentler than. Rude, ruder than. Wise, wiser than. Huge, huger than. Strange, stranger than. Let's read them again. Nice, nicer than. Large, larger than. Cute, cuter than. Gentle, gentler than. Rude, ruder than. Wise, wiser than. Huge, huger than. And final one is strange, stranger than. Let's revise the other type of short adjectives. The adjective when it ends with the letter Y or it ends with consonant and Y. Miss Lee is happy. So Miss Lee is happier than Mr. Jack. Happy, happier. If you noticed, we replaced the letter Y with the letter I. Then we added ER and than. When the adjective ends with the letter Y, we replace it or we change it into I. Then we add ER. So happy, happier than. Look at these adjectives. So short adjectives ending in a consonant and Y the Y becomes I, then we add ER. Happy, happier than. Heavy, heavier than. Funny, funnier than. Pretty, prettier than. Ugly, uglier than. Silly, sillier than. Lovely, lovelier than. One more time. When the adjective ends with a consonant and Y, we change it into I, then we add ER. So let's read them again. Happy, happier than. Heavy, heavier than. Funny, funnier than. Pretty, prettier than. Ugly, uglier than. Silly, sillier than. Lovely, lovelier than. Now, look at these men. Mr. Smith and Mr. Ali. Of course, you remembered them. So, Mr. Smith is fat. Mr. Smith is fatter than Mr. Ali. Look at this adjective, fat. It is a consonant, vowel, consonant. So, consonant, vowel, consonant. When we have a consonant, vowel, consonant adjective, we double the last letter. We double the last letter, or we double the last consonant. So, fat, fatter than. The T is doubled. A short adjective ending in a vowel and a consonant. We double the last consonant, then we add ER. So big, bigger than. Thin, thinner than. Hot, hotter than. Sad, sadder than. Mad, madder than. We doubled the last consonant. After that, we added ER to the adjective. Then we added than. Now, let's remember what is a long adjective. What is a long adjective? A long adjective is the adjective with 3 or more syllables, or it has 3 or more vowels. It has 3 or more syllables or 3 or more vowels. Look at these adjectives: beautiful, expensive, comfortable, famous. The red letters are the vowels. So look at Mr. Ali and Andy. Mr. Ali is famous. I'm going to compare between Mr. Ali and Mr. Andy, but now we are using a long adjective. Long adjective. Mr. Ali is famous. I can't add ER because it's a long adjective. Mr. Ali is more famous than Andy. So the adjective famous, it has 3 vowels. I can't add ER. We use the word more, then the long adjective. After that, we use than. So more famous than. And look at this example. The armchair is comfortable. The armchair is more comfortable than the chair. The armchair is more comfortable than the chair. We used more because the adjective comfortable is or it has more than 1 syllable, or it has more than 3 syllables and more than 3 vowels. So more comfortable than. And now the adjective dangerous. The snake is dangerous. The snake is more dangerous than the cat. The snake is more dangerous than the cat. Dangerous is a long adjective. The adjective colorful. The adjective colorful. The butterfly is colorful. The butterfly is more colorful than the dog. more colorful than. So the adjective colorful becomes more colorful than. It is a long adjective. Expensive. The car is expensive. The car is more expensive than the bike. The car is more expensive than the bike. The cupcake is delicious. The cupcake is delicious. The cupcake is more delicious than the cucumber. More delicious than the cucumber. So the adjective delicious becomes more delicious than the cucumber. More delicious than. Let's read them together. Dangerous, more dangerous than. Comfortable, more comfortable than. Beautiful, more beautiful than. Colorful, more colorful than. Expensive, more expensive than. Delicious, more delicious than.